Okay, everyone, I decided that it would be best if I just save us all a little bit of time and a little bit of frustration and a little bit of confusion and just go through this one time recorded and walk you through the steps of turning in your final submission for the goal setting letter. So let me show you what I have. So we'll open Google Chrome, and I am on a Windows computer. You are not. So I'm going to open Google Drive, and in another tab, I'm going to open Schoology. I'll log into both and make sure I'm logged into the correct one because I have multiple different accounts on this computer. Okay, so I will do this example using my homeroom class. Okay, and going from here, I will go into materials, first quarter. Today is week 3, Tuesday, and we have our assignment, which is the goal setting letter final submission. Now, I'm not going to open this just yet. First, I want to go through some of the things that we've done in Google Drive. So you don't have access to all of this, but we should have all filled out this assignment, going through all of these questions, brainstorming, breaking down our goals, making a plan, and you should have done that the previous week with your other teachers. And then gone through into this paragraph organizer. This should look familiar because there was a video that I made that walked you through the steps of creating this. Okay, I will make sure that you have access to that video so that you can go back through and write in all of these different steps. So what this is doing, one final time, I'll tell you, each one of these sections is a different paragraph in your letter. Okay, and you were told, I assume you were told by the other teachers to take all of this, and it would have been opened in Kami for you. So you would have been able to highlight all of your text here. Let me see if I can actually open it with Kami. Okay, so I opened it up in Kami, and just by going back to last week, Friday, you should have had the paragraph organizer. If you click on the open with Kami, it will take you back. Your work should still be here. You can always backdoor into anything that you've done through Kami by going to My Drive and finding this folder that says Kami Schoology Assignments and opening it up. Anything that you've ever opened in Kami will be in here. So you should always be able to find it if there's ever missing work. So you should have written in this your all of your sentences. This is your rough draft. So you should have something like, hello from the year 2020. Okay. Now you were told, I assume, to in My Drive create a new document by going to Google Docs, titling it. You should have titled it Mr. Sullivan, so that's my name. Goal setting letter, or something similar to it. Okay, you should have been told to take all of these, highlight by clicking and dragging, and then copying what you wrote and going into your Google Doc and then pasting it. And the way that I'm getting this drop-down menu to show up is with my mouse, and I'm right-clicking. Okay? The other ways that you can do that with copying and pasting, if you don't know, is, and I will readjust my camera here so you can see my keyboard, pressing the Control button and then the V key on the keyboard will paste something for you. Now, if you needed to copy something, you would highlight it, and then with the Control button and C, you would have it copied, and then be able to, let me click another line here, Control V, it is pasted. Now, if I wanted all of this to be copied at once, I can do Control and the A key, and all of it will be copied at the same time. Okay? It's very easy to assume that kids your age know how to do this, but I am covering all of my bases and trying to make sure that nobody is left behind. Okay, so I want you all to go into Google Drive and then click on Recent. In your Recent tab should be the fastest way for you to find where you left your goal setting letter. Okay, so this is the one I just created. Mine is really full because I have all of your papers, and everything that you send to me and everything that I open is going to show up in here. So I'm looking through and I see, here's the one that I have finished. So I'm clicking on it and I have it opened. Now we'll talk in class about formatting this before you turn it in, just to make sure that everybody is going to get full credit for having done this properly. So what we're going to do is, once again, Control and A on the keyboard to highlight all of it, or you can use your mouse to click and drag if that's more comfortable for you. We'll highlight it, copy it, and then going into Schoology now, if we go back to today, week 3, Tuesday. When you open this, you will see the instructions and 2 tabs. One is for the instructions and the other says My Documents. If you click on My Document, it will load and it will open up a Google Doc that I created for you. Now all you have to do is go into this document, scroll down a little bit, and paste your work in once again by holding down Control and V. At the top of this page, you see a big fat Submit button. Once you're done, once you've looked over your work and you're absolutely certain that everything is the way it's supposed to be, you can click Submit, and I will be able to see it once you've submitted it. Now, why do I want you to do all of this? Well, it's partly because this is how it should have been done in the first place. If I were here, I would have asked you to do it this way. So we're just playing catch up with this copying and pasting. Second of all, moving forward from here on out, every time I give you a writing assignment, I will give you an assignment like this with a Google document in it so that you can open it up and just start typing. That way there's no fussing with creating a document, no fussing with pressing share and sending it to me. I don't have to worry about whether or not you named it in a way that I can find it. I don't have to look for it at all. It is either there or it is not. Everything we will be doing in my classroom, just about everything we do, you will submit through Schoology. And doing it this way is submitting it through Schoology so that I can see it in the gradebook.